at Caspa. How many times can I do this? I did this again, man. I made a video. It was about 10 to 15 minutes in it. And what do? I go down to show you some pictures from Discord and I hit stop record. Man, oh man, it's twice I did it tonight. I did it on the XRP video I just did too. Um, Unbelievable. But anyway, whatever. I had to tell you, I have to show you guys this, right? We were in Discord this morning. We were in a nice XRP long. Was following right along here with Bitcoin perfectly. It's just following nicely. What do you have here? Well, you had a nice, beautiful 1, 2. We got in somewhere, I believe, down here. 3 wave up. You had a 4 back right to the 618. Looking beautiful. Should have fired right up here. For me, it would have been about a $3,800 win. What's it do? Fires down. It goes down there. Let me get my other one here. All right. Boom. Boom. 3. This was 4 here. What's it do? Right at the 618. Perfect pullback. Started to bounce up. And what's the liquidity grab? The whole way down here, and grabs the money. Grabs the money right like this. Goes down, grabs money way down here, and fires it right back up. That's the way it goes sometimes. You can't avoid it. It's going to happen to you. You're going to become liquidity sometime. I don't care who you are. Everybody out there that's been trading for a long time, it's going to happen to you. Period. You're not going to win them all. If you think you are, then this is not the thing for you. All right, leverage trading. But man, oh man, you can make some really nice money, especially if you find your niche, your little thing that you like to trade every single time. I have mine. It's the wave 4 pullback and the wave 5 down. I absolutely love it. That trade I win a lot. So when I see that setup, my mouth starts drooling. But this should have been a beautiful win. It should have been. XRP did the same exact thing. But I'm sorry over there in Discord, guys. It happens. But should have been a very nice win for all of us. We just all became liquidity this morning. It happens. It just happens. And look at that. Just perfect. It's perfect 5 wave. Absolutely perfect. The RSI was looking good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then a correction up here, and you go on with life. But anyway, that's the way it goes. So if you want to join us over there in Discord, guys, sign up for a level 3 membership. It's only $15. You get 10 hours of videos to teach you how to start charting, and a link to the Discord, which we have about 175 members over there. So we would love to have you come trade with us. We have an Altseason coming. Trust me, it's coming. So it's Christmas, right? I mean, how many times are you going to hear that? It's coming. It's coming. It is coming. For sure. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. That's not my thing. But in my heart, I 100% believe this Altseason is coming. All right. Now, as far as Bitcoin goes, that's the big one, right? Here is the answer to everything is coming up soon. Okay. You have 1 of 2 things going on here. Either got 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, okay, or you have your 1 starts here, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 up to about a 129 to 130. All right, now the story is going to be told very soon, guys. It's very, very soon. All right, a break of this yellow line would tell me a bottom's in. That would be a very good sign of bottom's in. All right, you get your weekly RSI. And just turning up. Literally, just turning to the upside. All right, the daily has a little hook in it here, right? It's hitting the 200. The 200 moving average, it's smacking right into on the daily. Okay, so Could you have a pullback here? Yeah, you could. Yeah, absolutely. What do we have as far as a Fibonacci on this? Just a 50%. Okay, that usually 50%. If you have another one that closes around the 382, and this is on the daily. This each one of these candles represent one day. Okay, I guess you could go in here since we're on a daily and take it from right here. Okay, which would put it right on a 618. All right, that's probably where you really want to put it. The 12-hour looking like it wants to roll over. Might have an ABC coming in here. Okay, the 12 is looking weak. The 8, the 8s were right at the very top. Okay, you could have a fourth wave pullback here and then a 5 up. What you could have going on here. Pay very close attention to this thing. 4-hour, right at the top, looking like it wants to roll. That's a beautiful one too. Okay, now if this thing is going to pull back, and you learn all this stuff, man, sign up for the Discord, guys. Spend 15 measly dollars and try it for a month. Okay, if you've thought about trying it or you wanted this is the time. All right, Bitcoin dominance is about at the top. The weekly RSI, the monthly RSI is about to crash, and these altcoins, man, they're gonna go. Leave the comments, oh, bullshit, you're full of shit, and these things aren't ever gonna go, blah blah blah. You've been saying this forever, and I have been saying it forever, right? Because I truly believe it's coming. It's just a matter of when. I don't got a crystal ball. I can't tell you when, but when it does happen, I'm not gonna say I told you so or anything like that. I'm not one of them type of people at all. But it will definitely make me feel better for sure. This thing rolls over and crashes and everything heads into a bear market without a altcoin season, and I'm going to be extremely upset, right? So if this is a wave 4, you would look for a pullback. You would look for a change of direction. All right, a stop here. Right through here. Let me mark this out. Okay, you'd be looking for a bounce right here at a Bitcoin in the short term here. Okay, if we're looking for a 5 wave, but we're looking for a break of this resistance, right? And then on the 4-hour, look where that 200's at, right there. Okay, so if this does go 1, 2, 3, 4, say we do get a bounce here, okay, will it break through there? That would be a target with a fib of 86,542. If it goes at the 382, 86.3. Okay, so it's looking like it could possibly break it if we get the 5 wave here, right? You're gonna get a pullback here. That's pretty obvious. The 15 minutes almost reset. Okay, the 15-minute moving average is about there. We're beyond the 1 hour here with this wave. 1 hour. 1 hour looks really good. Or did we already have 5 here? On the 1 hour. When you count, you could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we might be getting an ABC right now. All right, so we'll see what happens. Either way, even if you are getting an ABC, you should get a bounce. Somewhere through here, even with a correction. All right, so we'll see what happens. But on the bigger picture with Bitcoin, okay, let's go on the 12-hour. If this 5 waves is over with, okay, say it's done 5 waves, Okay. Like I said, a break of this yellow line would indicate a bottom. Um, what I've been looking at with this thing, which has been, this is one of my favorite trades. Okay. Is it doing this? 1, 2, 3, 4. And is it going to get a fifth wave down here? All right, the target. If it does, because it looks like a 5 wave down. It does. Say we don't use the wicks. Where's that going to put it? Look at that, right on the back test of. There's the top of wave 1, right through here. And put it about 75.2. Say you use a burst wick, that would kind of violate it. I would think it would stop at the top of wave 1 here. All right, closing candles on top of wave 1. Yeah, right there. I mean, it's right about 73,464. All right, you wouldn't want to violate that. I think you could get a wick through it as long as it sucks back up. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna pull down or if it's gonna break this yellow line and get us out of here. But we're right on that 200 moving average. Now, if it does break out, or when it breaks out through here, all right, say the bottom is in, all right, the thing starts heading up. Right from here, this will tell the whole story. This is what everybody should be paying attention to, okay? All the BS out there of blah, 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 all right, and everything else that's going on. Right here's your answer, right here. This is all it comes down to, is this box right here. You either get a break through it, then it heads to 129, 129, 130, right around there. Or get this back up where it belongs. Okay. Or the 5th wave is in, and you already have your A wave. Your B, the alt season should be starting about that point, right up through here. And your C, your alt season should be flying. Alts should be flying while Bitcoin is correcting, and then after that, party is over. Okay, so a break of about 100,000 would be a very good sign. All right, then we would be heading up to the 1618, the next move up, which would be 129,547. So either an ABC or a move up to 129. This box right here, this is everything. These numbers here, a break of 100,000 would be a very, very good sign that we're heading to 129, 130. A rejection between 96 and 99.5, a rejection, and I would watch that C wave coming down and Bitcoin dominance crashing, and the market absolutely exploding. Okay, it's going to happen for sure. Now, Caspa, remember I was talking about that 5 waves down? How I love that trade. I love getting in that top of wave 4 and riding 5 down. It's I don't know. I not a pat on the back or anything like that, but I tend to be very good at that trade for some reason. I can point them out if I put a fib on this move here, right, and pull it down. Okay, right there. What do I have? All right, I don't have anything. Didn't even touch the 618, okay, because right up here would have been it would have had to hit the 618 there. As we move it down, that move up over there means nothing. But what do we have here? Okay, I have a bunch of candles. Pay attention here, please. I'm trying to teach you something. I have a bunch of candles closing right at that 382. Okay, right around that 382. A bunch of them. That's all the higher they went. That tells, and then I had the breakdown. That tells me something here, that this is a 5 wave down setup. Okay, that tells me, especially when I get the break. All right, now this move back up. I'm looking for a 382 to a 50% retracement off the top of wave 2. Okay, so if I get this out of here, all right, I get this move down. I'm looking to enter here and ride this down the rest of the way. All right, so what do? I put a Fibonacci on the top of wave 2. I pull it down to, I'm not using that wick. Okay, I don't believe that's legit. And I look for a 382 to a 50% retracement. Okay, and this one came up to about 50%. I enter there. Usually I would enter right above the 382 there, so I'd probably be in the red for a little bit, and then I ride that thing down. Okay, how do I get my target for the bottom? Well, you take the fib, and like I said, you get that level 3 membership, guys. You'll learn all this stuff in there. You can watch the videos, and I teach you. You take the Fibonacci for a target. You go from the bottom to the top. Right about there, and that gives you your target, 0.06323. All right, where'd it go? Came down just a little bit below that, but you'd be happy with that. Trust me, that move right there on leverage. Oh boy, that's a big one. That is a 43% move. Okay, on a 10x you would 430% your money, almost 4.5x. On a 20x, you would about 8.5x your money. So if you had $1,000 on that, you'd walk away with the 20x. You'd walk away with 8,300 and 250, 83,250. 8,325. I'm sorry. If you were on, say, and I go big on leverage on them too. Say you did a 40x on that, right? 16x your money. $1,000, you'd be looking at $16,000. $16,000, right? And once you get down here, you have inside here, you have waves that set up, right? Guys, I have thousands of hours on these charts. I mean thousands, a lot. I mean, I'm on here all the time, right? So what I'm watching for on this move down also is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you have 5 waves inside of this 5th wave. All right, that's what you usually got here. You got 5 up. You have a corrective structure through here. You got 5 down in here. We're on a 12-hour if you zoom in a little bit tighter. And that usually marks the bottoms. Okay, so that should be a bottom right there, technically. Okay, we have that move down, that massive move. Just trying to teach you a little bit, guys. On the videos, you can watch them over and over again until it sinks in. I love these moves. I love entering here and writing these things down. I win a lot of them. So if this is a bottom for Caspa, all right, we should be moving. This thing should be moving to the upside then, right? That should be the bottom for this thing, and it should be going. All right, now up through here, we have a wedge that broke down, and as far as the fib level. Take a look. We talked about this yesterday. You don't want to lose this. Right? We're right on a 702. Perfect place for this thing to go. The 12-hour RSI looking a little weak. All right. Now, a question I do have in here. This seems very close. To what I just talked about over here, 5 waves down. All right, now if we take a measurement, say that's top of wave 2, pull it down, that would be a perfect 382 right there. Okay, I would be tempted to short that right there, quite honestly. I really would. You could get one more push down here. This could be a 5-wave shot here, right like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Right? Gonna have to keep an eye on that. You're gonna want to see it get up here into the 618. Up at 73.38. That would be huge. But that 12 rolling over, the 8. The 8 still heading up. I'm starting to roll though. The 4 looking weak. Starting to roll over here. I would be very tempted to short this thing out. And I think you might have one more push on this thing. The 1 hour going straight down. Bearish divergence. You had higher prices here, you had lower prices here, you got bearish divergence on this thing. If you put a trend line up through here, you're breaking it, or you're just about getting ready to. Right about there. Okay, so pay very, very close attention to this thing. You're going to want to see a break above this 382. Quite honestly, it could be making a push down. The 1 hour, you got the 200 kind of running into it here. If this makes a push down, 0.05738, that would be a potential bottom there for it. Okay, I would be very, very tempted to short this thing. Okay, it's just, I don't know. It's not looking 100%. If it's gonna bounce, if it's gonna go, okay, say this thing is just doing a normal pullback, because this looks like a beautiful wave 1, 2 right here. It does 1, 2, maybe possibly 3, 4, and go, maybe. That could happen too. Right, you got two possible scenarios here. If this thing is going to bounce, you're going to want to see it bounce. Boy, that 382 is right on top of there, though. You're going to want to see it come down and hit, hit in this area and go. It could probably wick down here to a 382, but then it's going to have to get out of here and get going, right? So 0.06556, you're going to want to see it take off from there, okay, and go. If it doesn't, I told you the downward target, if it does head down, 15-minute is about reset here, okay, so that's looking good. Just watch this area, guys. All right, a break through this area, and we're heading down to that 0.056, I believe it was. Now, if it breaks to the upside, what kind of target would be looking at here? Well, if it comes down and pulls back and takes off, please hit that like and subscribe, guys. It doesn't cost anything. And if you like leverage trading, even if you don't sign up for the membership, please check out Weeks in the description of the video. Helps me out a ton. Please check it out. I think you'd like it. All of our members use it. It's a great site. They on there every single day you can get futures trading bonuses and all kinds of stuff on there. I love it. Spin the wheel. You get to spin the wheel for 100% win rate. They got Cardano on there. You can win XRP, 0.01 Bitcoin, and 1 Ethereum. Some pretty cool stuff. 2,000 Bitcoin, 30 weeks, $10, $5, $1, 1 Cardano. Yeah, but you win every single time, and you build it, spins up by your trade volume, and if you bring in new customers also. So it's pretty cool. All right, so please check that out. I would appreciate that. All right, guys, thank you so very, very much. I love you. Thank you for watching the video. We'll see what happens here with Caspa. Hopefully we're heading up towards that 7 cent area. If not, look at that 0.056 if we get the breakdown. All right, and then we'll check back here in a few days and see what happens. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for watching the video. I appreciate it so much.